last night,
Yeah.
but that might not ship. It might be melee
Sword
only.
alone.
We're gonna still kind of see if it serves a purpose for just melee mode only.
I see. So
because
give
you can still shoot in the air.
added juice to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it might. And Scott made a good point of it. You know, a lot of people who want to go sword alone, you know, it's hard for them to close the distance.
Right, and
you
now.
know? So now with these extra boosts, especially the channeling, it's a good way for them to get in closer to enemies.
Right.
Before all the gun kills.
Yeah, and I
still
actually
work.
killed a Hellion with it last night.
had
That was
an
impressive.
amazing kill.
Yeah,
I saw that. So it was very, very
it
good.
actually, like, and of course you get people asking, well, why don't you just shoot it? And that's not really why. Well, why shoot it?
If you don't have a gun with you, then
Yeah,
that's not an
like,
option.
exactly.
And
So
if you're styling,
If you want to
Yeah.
look cool.
if you want to
if
look
you're-
cool,
yeah,
Or
to be a
ammo,
master.
if you're out of ammo,
If you're reloading.
if you're reloading, like there's
If you
so
want to
many
impress
reasons
your
why.
friends or your enemies.
Want to make cool YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah.
totally.
And I also saw questions about like if you're using channeling to do like basically coptering 2.0, there might be a bit of energy cost for that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
there's a
see.
few
Because
things
people
I
were
think-
asking, like, is the energy only going to be depleted on contact with an enemy? Because that's how it works right now.
It is.
Is it going to stay that way or not?
Yep.
It's cool. There's actually been good conversations in the forums about it, like things for us. I think good things to consider. Like one person, I can't remember his or her name, but he suggested maybe each Warframe still has. It's not a heavier Warframe like Rhino still has the same distance that he can
Poor
travel.
Rhino.
Poor
like
Rhino.
like
He's
Zephyr,
not heavy,
but
he's just big boned.
but maybe he uses more energy consumption,
Right.
whereas someone like Zephyr, because she's lighter, uses less energy.
Right.
For that. It sounded-
Energy or stamina? Sorry,
that was where the conversation was. Exactly. That was
Yeah.
I think the second.
Is this
post.
the kill?
So
Yeah,
this
well, that's
might
me
be-
getting knocked down.
No,
like
this
a-
might be the kill.
This is the kill right
this is
now.
the kill of the
3,
century.
2, 1.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an upward barrel roll spin.
So good.
That was amazing.
So there
You did
go.
that?
That was me. Just because I'm the Lotus doesn't mean I can't hold my own in
That's
battle.
awesome.
Yeah.
Nice
But I
work.
think that's enough for this video. Did you bring other assets on this topic?
Well, Steve told me it was irrelevant right before we sat down. So
No, I didn't.
You said
I just wanted to make sure we were showing the gameplay part.
totally,
That's all.
totally. No,
Because like my demos are better than yours, so
well, mine's just I just brought.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I brought some animation files just to kind of show what I was talking about with that push velocity.
Oh,
like,
right.
of how
So
we're
it's like the
treating it.
invisible wall.
Yeah, and this is the directionality. So depending on how you look, you'll jump in that direction.
And last night I only had the Orthos, Sword and Board, the Sylvan Aegis, and the Skana as
Yes.
my available stances. But this is
Yep.
going to be weapon wide.
Weapon wide.
So
Yeah.
what happens when I do this with a Fragor or a Galatine? These are
to
heavy
be,
weapons.
Yeah, to be determined. I think one thing I want to prototype, which I think is going to take some animation rework, but I don't know if we should necessarily hinder. Again, same thing with distance. Like it might suck for the Fragor to just be like a
Right.
neutered
Yeah.
distance that you go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try testing a wind-up speed, like kind of like Thor's hammer.
That's what I was just
was
going to
just
say.
thinking- I was just thinking
All I can
about
think about is sword. His hammer's obviously
Yeah, he
heavy as
throws
shit.
it.
Yeah.
But stones are-
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So when you have a heavy weapon, there might just be a bigger wind-up to the throw, and then you'll still get that velocity.
Maybe
But-
even more because it's carrying you with like
Maybe
a
more,
megaton
yeah.
hammer.
So
Did
that's
you ever
cool.
see Dark World? Did you ever watch Dark
I
World?
did watch Dark World.
It
yeah.
seemed like anytime
Yeah.
he had to go to the bathroom, he always he just overused that quite a bit. He's like, I'll meet you down in the hall. Yes, it's very abused.
This is great though. This
Yep.
gives a good perspective on how it will work with.
Yeah. So that's kind of more of a stationary example, and
Right.
Looks
yeah.
like
So
Cool. It's getting so Crouching Tiger. Like when I was
is,
watching you
yeah.
last night doing it, I was just thinking about wire flu the whole time.
Which
Yeah.
is probably the best thing
and
ever.
I think it
invented.
opens the door for possible mods. Like this is we're just,
That's
but-
another great point, actually. I'm glad you brought
Yeah.
up.
Like I think I could see like mods letting you chain jump attacks.
I see.
So you could kind of stay in the air for a while. You can even go
Yep.
up and over, perhaps, or so. Yeah, I think it opens the door for some
You're so
expanding on
crazy.
the mobility.
I support this. This sounds awesome. The Jack
cool.
Tag should have super fly distance, and it's the jet-powered
Yeah,
hammer,
totally.
so makes sense.
That's where you just ride it.
Makes sense.
You just sit on it like a broom and off you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you're gonna have Quidditch in here too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jack Tag
Totally.
Quidditch.
Yeah.
Totally, eh? That's excellent news. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I guess if you want, do you want to talk about when we can expect this, or?
I'm 15. I'm hoping for 15.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
So not only are we getting bird lifters, we're getting
Oh,
momentum
I thought that would
pushers.
die on the last.
Bird lifters
No, it's
will
never
never
it
done.
die.
became a thing, sadly.
It did.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It was
Well,
pretty
so
funny.
this update's going to be all about kind of traveling through the air.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all about flight.
Or the lack of air.
Yeah, flying
vacuum.
into it. Stream crapped out on me. Oh no, I hope
no.
we didn't go down. Seems to be okay. 15 already, nice. Bird lifters, all caps, just saying.
All right.
Yep.
Good luck getting rid of that. I have one from the Q&A thread prior to the stream. One was a 3-word thing. I need Cryotic from Kenny Liggins. When is for all our players?
From Kenny Loggins?
From Kenny Liggins. I don't know if it's the real one.
Highway to the danger zone.
Thanks, Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny. Kenny Liggins.
We should have waited to sing the song.
I guess it's not really a question, it's more of a statement in all caps. When is the excavation missions in Cryotic as a resource coming back?
15, right?
Sooner than that, I think.
Sooner than that?
Oh, really?
I don't know the exact date, but I think it's within the next week or so.
Well, thank you. On PC.
Cryotic.
On PC, yeah.
I need 201 to make the Glaceon, so I'm a little eager to get my hands on that again.
Sure.
When it comes back, is this bigger and better than ever?
That's
Colder.
a few things have been polished up.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice. I'm looking forward to that immensely. That was so much fun. And actually, we did a little community hot topic poll about like what your favorite event has been in Warframe, and that actually won by
Oh, wow.
a lot.
Oh, yeah?
So I think that's super interesting that, you know, as we learn and do events together, sometimes, well, not sometimes, we hopefully improve on everything we do, but we laugh.
Yep.
But it does appear that the Cryotic Front event was the most likely. I'm just trying to get the stat. Oh, I can't see unless I'm logged in. Damn it. Anyways, it was that last week, so if I'm wrong, but I'll check again.
cool.
But anyways, people really enjoyed that event. And
It
mission,
shall return
and it shall return as a mission type.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Well,
Everywhere.
no,
Trip.
not everywhere.
Platform everywhere.
Oh, yeah, everywhere.
Platform,
Yes.
And also not everywhere.
but not everywhere.
May not be everywhere.
Right, because it's replacing the age-old joke of survival on Earth. How does that work? And that's kind of the inspiration, which is cool. All right, so that's a quick, long-winded answer to that question. Our next question is from Kimperer, who asks, will we ever get weapons that change to be shoulder-fired? For the example, the Ogress, for instance, is one of the most dangerous weapons for the Tenno, but it's barely a box rifle with no heft to it. So I think what they're asking for is instead of just, like, do they ever have to, like, lug it up? Because you know how when you're
like a
holding the
shoulder
hammer,
mounted.
you really can feel the weight of it. Will a
Yep.
primary ever get that kind of
I think
treatment?
I think we should introduce a new
Is
grip.
this
a new grip type.
a new grip? Or
Yeah, I
is this
think that's
like,
the big one.
oh God, this thing's heavy, I better
Shoulder fired. This he's specifically asking.
lift it up heavily.
I think a bit of
Or-
both.
I think having
Could you
a
act
shoulder
it out a bit more? What you're thinking? That's more important to me.
Would you
Even
like
at the
to
facial inspection.
That makes it for me. If we
I
can
think,
do
I
that,
think the fact that you have plaid and a
Reference
beard
video.
and you're heavily lifting, this is
wants
like
the lumberjack.
lumberjack. Yeah,
Put log on.
yeah. Like, well,
Carrie's asked a few times. And
Right.
I'm always kind of like, I was like, it's too much content. Shut it down. But
Then I have another grip type.
yeah,
Is that what he's asked for?
yeah. Well, he didn't really necessarily explicitly ask for it, but he was interested in exploring it. But I would like to see that. I think even the stuff we've been prototyping with Arwing has
Yeah.
kind of that minigun kind of posture.
right.
So I think working that into the regular game types would be good. I think it's just kind of, we'd have to design the guns to make sense to put them away,
I see.
not really lugging it on your back. Like,
Yeah. Well, you have the
we'd have to
telescopic
use our
melee.
sci-fi ninja tech to kind of fold it down into something reasonable.
A
What's the game
collapsible
where you have the
rocket launch?
coffin on your back the whole time?
Oh, what is that?
Oh,
Oh, I can see it.
Is it PS2 era?
Yeah, it
Yep.
was PS2 game. It was great.
all right,
can't
chat
think of it either.
trivia.
I love that game.
I love that game.
What's the PS2 game
Not-
that you had
Yeah.
a coffin on your back?
Minky
This
knows this too.
No.
All right, let's see chat.
Minky's gonna know.
Briefcase, no.
know.
Bot
They're
tie,
lagging.
no.
They're kinda
Trigun,
lagging.
platinum.
Trigun.
No.
Was it? I don't think it was
Gungrave?
Gungrave.
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 Obviously.
Gungrave,
Well done.
obviously.
Great. All right,
Well
very
done.
good. Thank
Gungrave,
you.
Gungrave.
Thank you for Gungrave reference.
Yeah, Gungrave, you
You're the
win.
platinum winner.
Yeah,
Oh
Minky.
yeah, we'll do platinum.
We should do platinum.
There we go. Winner. Gungrave is
Yeah.
Gungrave
Yeah.
does not.
Yeah, everyone knew Gungrave except for me, apparently.
Here we go.
Yeah, all of us.
Who's gonna win 1,000 platinum? Oh my goodness. Oh, apparently no one because the giveaway is not working. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Is that
hold
your phone,
on.
Mike?
Oh, wait. Darkness 009. So
Oh.
this is actually spelled DARRK. Ness. So 2 R's in darkness
Ness.
_009. So
Congratulations.
DARRK NIS.
Is this still a constraint? They have to be.
You just have to be logged in.
But you have to be subscribed or anything?
No, you don't need to be subscribed, but this darkness_009 is subscribed. You won
Is he
1,000
subscribed?
platinum.
Oh, thank you.
We've actually reached 50,000 last week.
Wow.
50,000 subscribers.
What am I doing?
Your
Hair on mic.
Hair on mic?
Hair on mic. Sorry.
Well, your hair's
I
so
had that
thick it's
problem
muffling you.
My hair is so thick it's muffling me. All right, you won 1,000
I was going to make a hair
platinum.
joke,
Me
but
too.
I did.
Yeah, you guys aren't allowed to make hair jokes. Message
has
our
a
Twitch
huge
page
quaff
with your
underneath
in-game
that
alias.
outfit.
Yeah,
I'll give
I
you
think so.
1,000 platinum. Gungrave, 1,000 platinum. Awesome.
All right, Gungrave.
All right.
Yep.
So, more questions. From actually one user, Unknow99. I could have done a whole stream on their questions, but I took out some, and actually they did them in Roman numerals, which is a first for me.
Oh, that's
Wow.
classy.
So,
Very classy.
question 4, IV. Where are the pre-mission dioramas that made us really badass team before starting missions? We know they vanished in update 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mission
I saw a
dioramas.
Reddit thread where people were kind of having a bit of a
Morning,
eulogy about the old
pouring out a little
dioramas.
Hennessy
they-
for the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Sipping
we
on
feel
it.
the same. I
Yeah.
think.
You can hear the lament in your voice over this.
Well, they were cool. They definitely were cool.
Yep.
I even seen the people that they posted like old screenshots of them. Like, yeah, they were cool.
Yep.
We talked about putting them in the Codex.
Yep.
As like a description of the mission type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that's cool.
It'd be cool if it was like in the leaderboard. It's a 4-player leaderboard.
Oh.
You saw
Oh.
the thing of the guys that did it. That'd be kind of neat.
That would be kind of neat. Yeah.
All right. Actually,
cool.
speaking of Codex.
So yeah, we want
Glenn's
to
gonna hang you.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen either way.
We can do that. Yeah, we wanted to create the illusion that, well, not the illusion, but we wanted to create this idea that you were in your ship, and then
Yeah.
we showed your ship flying, and then
Yeah.
you'd arrive, and then you do your mission, and then you fly back.
Yeah.
And we thought we made the decision that the dioramas kind of made it sort of weird and meta again,
Yeah.
but we want to get them back. So
I wonder even
Yeah.
just, and if your ships were more personalized, do you also that screen would feel like it a little bit too?
yeah,
Yeah, when is the
Segue?
Lizette customization coming?
coming soon.
We said soon after 14, and now it's like almost.
still-
after 14?
It's still after 14. I don't understand.
That is the kind of spot. All right.
Steve was really excited about something just the other day, actually.
Was that?
Yeah.
Oh, dojos?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah,
Those-
I'm
that's
excited
right.
about it a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
didn't you? I haven't even seen this yet, but what did you bring? For Dojo's?
Oh, this is ridiculous. Yeah, let's show this.
Yes.
What do we have? What do we
let's-
have?
and then
This
we
is
have
a
to come
very
back to the Codex.
tasteful
That's the old Dojo art set.
It is.
Oh,
yep.
no.
Yep.
All right, so it'll
Yep.
work on that.
Well, I mean, this is
That's
the
cool.
prototype,
Right.
obviously, but it shows color customization per dojo room.
That is
coming.
atrocious. Your color choices.
What do you mean?
are-
Purple's great.
I would love to take responsibility for this color choice, but unfortunately, Pablo's
This was
got a
Pablo?
he's got a keen eye for interior decorating.
Wow.
This is
my
this
God.
these are his
Pablo-
choices.
It's the orange floor that sets it off.
Yeah, the orange floor with this.
Yeah.
So this is Pablo really trying to show you how.
Anyway, the main point, of course, is that if people have
Yeah.
colors that they want to
Well, I know a lot of
that's-
clans
they,
have
they want
associated
to
colors.
they want to design their dojo and make it more personalized. We have great features for coloring the emissive light parts as well as the different sections of the walls because they've all been set up for this since the beginning, and
Right.
we're going to take advantage of that.
Nice.
Very cool.
How it's going to work is still kind of under development right now, but the dojo will have a set of tints that they can use.
Someone
and
says
they can
never
apply them.
ask DE for painting. Your
Well,
place.
there are people who actually are in a clan with Pablo. I feel bad for those people
I
already.
know. I
Yeah.
know.
I think
they
they'll
are-
take the architect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Take
responsibility
pull
away from
Pablo's
him.
architecture. He's gonna come running down the
Yeah.
hall right now.
Yeah.
The coloring will there won't be. It's not going to be like a
An arsenal.
buying the palettes and
What's it gonna be?
for personal. It's going to be something else.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Sounds intriguing. I'm intrigued.
More to come.
More to come.
But yeah,
Alright.
there you go. Pablo's probably very sad that I didn't even warn him I was going to show this.
That's okay.
He's probably embarrassed.
yeah.
No, he's not.
I threw him right under the bus too.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you mentioned that you might be putting the dioramas in the Codex, and
Yes.
I would like to return to that just briefly, or as long as you guys want to talk about it, really. Earlier this week, I sent you a link of a whole bunch of mods that aren't in the Codex. All of Hydroid's powers, all of Mirage's powers, all of so-and-so's powers, 3 of Zephyr's powers, I forget the order, but they're not in the Codex. And no, and I think this is interesting because when you told me why,
Yeah.
it sparked a few other discussions that I've heard.
Was I swearing when I said?
You
when
might
I told
have
you
been.
why. Okay.
So you know the issues. So a whole bunch of Warframe abilities aren't in the Codex, but
Right.
why is that systemically?
Drop tables, right?
Well, that's what I was told yesterday. So if you could tell me that again, that'd be
But
great.
we're gonna pull. Sorry,
So
Steve
I'll-
might have an answer to.
No,
to talk about.
I think you take enough drop table flack. You should have some good news.
Yeah, so we're gonna pull all the Warframe abilities
Right,
out of the
but the
drop
reason
tables.
these ones aren't in the Codex is
Whoa,
because
whoa,
they're
whoa,
not
what
in
did
the
he just say?
drop
Yeah.
tables.
Whoa, what did he
Yeah.
just say?
What did you just say?
I just
I
said
don't
we're
know
gonna
what
pull
you-
all
I
the
heard what you
abilities
said.
out of the drop tables.
That's right. For when though?
15.
Okay.
All right.
So, and the reason that
15.
The reason is the Codex code looks at the enemies
tables
that
for
are hooked
what's
up to
there.
the game and the drop tables
Yeah.
and follows those little branches out and then puts that in the Codex.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it's not in a drop table and it's not marked as an alert, then it never makes it in,
right.
which is why stuff gets missing.
Right. So if he's pulling them out,
It won't matter
because
you
you fixed
fixed-
the code
there's
as well.
because I
to
fixed
make
the
sure that
code
all
to
the
now look at all the
abilities-
Warframes and go pull their things in automatically and so on and so forth.
Yep.
Because
So
there's, I don't know what there is. There's probably like 1,000. Yeah, there's a lot of data in there, so it's
Yes.
not by hand. There's a process.
Right.
So bug in the
Now,
process.
some parts
what
by
is
hand.
the
Some of them are.
some of it is
The event ones are.
I know
The
every
event sets
every
are.
time we've
Yeah.
done a pro and con list with the community, with ourselves, just talking, it's why. What are the cons of taking the abilities out of the drop tables? You can't have multi-rank mods for your loadout.
That's right.
You can't fuse easy rare mods. You
yeah,
can't,
yeah. I mean, there's already, as it turns out, there already is code in the game that stops you from getting rid of it. So that was
Yes.
one thing that we were worried about, but that got fixed, I think, as of 14.
yeah, that was a little earlier.
Yeah,
almost.
so 14 we fixed that. So now the question will be, yeah, if you want to have those kind of all those tiers of mods, you're going to have to either recraft the Warframe or you have to trade.
Right. Okay. So there's not going to be immediate like grab a rare mod grab a tailwind for 20 credits in the market. Like that's not
Nope.
going to. Okay. All right. Let's as long as they're out of the tables, I think that's the first
There are the tables.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the first step for
First
sure.
step.
definitely.
one, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I like it.
Address
Yeah.
the fallout as it happens.
All right. So our next question is.
Did you guys see Jake?
Yeah, what's Jake doing?
It's the same one in the other video. We did the-
Just pokes him. He's reprising his role.
Oh shit!
he just realized he was on camera again.
He's got a thing for cameras.
Oh no! People are sad about something. I don't know.
What are they sad about?
Something. Oh, that kind of sucks, but I don't know the context. It was either that Jake.
Oh, maybe just Jake kind of sucks?
Yeah, that's not.
That's rude.
That guy again.
Oh, no, that's
Background guy.
Jake's a good guy. Jake's,
Trade.
Jake's a people nerf.
It's true. I can't. Well, he did have to. Come
Well, I
over
think
here
there's
for
some
the
concern
GCs.
about not having the lower rank mods,
Yeah. Oh, that would
ability
make.
mods
Yeah.
as an option.
Because some people build their builds around only having a one rank
Yeah,
Tempest Barrage
So,
or something.
that's a more of a U16 thing where all of those conversations might not matter, but that's like ominous music.
Ominous
Foreshadowing.
U16.
What's going
Ominous
on in-
foreshadowing.
Steve's-
This is
So
a
we
very
will-
heated argument in our office.
This is a very heated argument, but we want to make this about what's coming,
yeah. But
not what's coming.
I think as long as you're having progressive discussions like that, everyone will be happy,
Yeah.
or at least interested.
It's always progressive.
Always progressive.
And always interesting.
And always
Always
interesting.
be progressing.
All right. Well, that was a very good answer to that.
Soon TM.
Soon TM. Thank you.
Underclock mods is like when you have like those really bad, what are those? There was an era of AMD processors that got too hot or whatever.
So
and
they
you,
underclock them?
Or no, that it would let you overclock them.
overclock.
You'd
Overclock,
overclock them.
yeah.
And they would like melt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like,
Yeah.
I figured out how to overclock my whatever.
That'd be cool. You'd be like overclocking your slash dash, and then every now and then you just die because it's burned out.
You
and
lose
then-
the mod, it explodes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Overclock.
Oh no, don't use that.
Overclocking mod sounds good.
We actually have two questions from Rahu Stalker. Well, we'll do the second first because it's going to be a quick one.
Not the second first.
The second first, whatever happened to those new stances shown in 10.0 Live? So we showed Benka combos and Nikana.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
What
Yeah,
happened
they're very close to being ready to go out.
Like next week out or update 15 out?
We could put one out next week.
Really?
We could do that.
All right.
Which one?
Wow.
Claws.
Yeah, pick.
Oh
Bring
no,
it.
Benka's.
Yeah.
Oh, the
How about we
katana.
do
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. Which
It's
one?
your birthday. Which
I
one?
can't
For your
have this kind
birthday.
of pressure.
No,
I
it's
can't.
yours.
No,
You get
No,
it.
no.
Don't look at the chat. What do you want? You
What's your heart telling you?
want it for the chlors or for the or for the other?
I'm gonna have to. Oh, don't make me pick. I can't choose.
No, you're gonna pick. No one's gonna. You're too
All right,
birthday.
then
No one's gonna
nothing's
get mad at
coming.
you.
Yep.
Fine, katana.
That's it. It's the katana.
Katana.
All right.
All right.
Next week.
Thank you. All right.
I saw some Nakana, but
Yeah.
Nakana's winning for
Some
sure.
people
All
say
right.
Nakana.
yeah.
Yeah, Nakana.
Nikon's-
All right.
All
For
right.
the people.
There's a bit of Venka sadness, but
Sorry, Venka folks, it'll come.
Update 15. Well,
Yeah,
Has
Venka
anyone
will come
done-
soon after.
Has anyone done a Venka and Venga Boys? Like Venka Boys? We like to party.
Sheldon, he's 90s music
Yeah,
reference.
thank
I don't even know what that reference is. I have no
Venga
idea.
Boys. All right. I want to see a Venga Boys
the Venga
crossover
Boys.
soon. All right. Next question is from Crackle 2012. Oh, sorry. I have to finish Rahu Stalker's question.
Yeah, you
I
gotta go
am
with the
fool.
first question now.
His
Okay.
first, second.
This
Yeah.
first question is, it is about Excalibur. Any details or progress on the Excalibur rebalance? And this is in relation to the experimental stuff that got shipped about Radio Blind, and the community basically said, well, if you're going to touch that, you should touch everything. So
Should turn the mic to
what
Scott.
have you touched?
what have I touched?
Everything.
Yeah, we
Whoa, careful. I didn't know where you're going there.
Go.
yeah, so we definitely went over his powers a bit more. As Glenn likes to say, you need to give a hug with a kick.
Hug and a kick?
Yeah, so Radio Blind's changes are coming back.
Yeah, but much more working
Yes.
as
Yeah,
far as
much more working.
Much more work.
The raycasts were getting blocked by other targets.
They could
other
get blocked
targets.
by a projectile,
They
like
can
a
get,
bow.
they can get blocked by small triangles.
So,
more
yeah.
slack and better
More-
collision detection.
Yes, so that's
Yep.
fixed. And then
The goal of that was like don't radio blind the
60
guys
meters.
in the
60
guy,
meters through the
60
wall,
meters
down
over
the
through
hallway,
the wall.
around-
yeah,
yeah.
that was ridiculous.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's being fixed. Super jump is becoming a little bit more ninja. So like Ash's smoke bomb, it's getting a small radial stun. Plus you go invisible while you're in the air.
Whoa.
Ninja jumping.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
And radial javelin is getting the javelins will spawn closer to the targets, so again they don't get interfered with geometry and with other targets. And there are also the enemy cap is being removed. It was one of the few super or alts that had an enemy cap. It was just like number of targets, where a lot of the newer alts had like everyone in a radius.
Right.
So now it's everyone in a radius, and then
that's awesome.
the javelins now spawn closer to the target.
That's super buff for that.
So it should help a lot.
great.
and
Yeah.
Yep, awesome.
Hopefully
yeah.
bring Excalibur back up to the.
Yep.
Yep.
I love turning invisible when you jump. That's really cool.
Up to the level he should be at.
He should be
You
Jeff
should be
Caliber.
quite defensive.
Caliber.
This is very much relevant to you. All right.
So some really good stuff coming for him.
Well, thank you, Rahu
cool.
Stalker. Thank you for asking. Our next question is from Crackle 2012. J3 Golem boss rework. Any updates on his progress and return?
We have a mesh we can show. The mesh is done.
oh,
He's getting
really?
rigged.
I'm ready.
They have some really ambitious goals.
Yeah,
to fight with
the
him.
goals for this boss keep growing and growing.
Yeah.
It's like every.
Yeah.
So the
here's
mesh
a,
is done. So he's basically a ship,
Oh my god.
box
Yeah.
ship. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Bird lifters and
I guess what's the sense of scale for that? Like what's
I think we showed
Scale?
a scale.
Is
on
that a
Tom's
room
stream.
in his body?
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yes.
they're. I don't want to say too much because it's pretty new and I don't know how
And
much
you're
of it's.
scared?
I'm scared, but
Yeah.
I know the guys are really working on integrating it into the Arwing
Yes.
fights.
Yes.
So there's a lot of entering and exiting. I'll say. It's just kind of what
Oh,
they're.
I don't like it.
Well, that's not going to be
Oh
taken
my
out.
god. Are you serious?
I'm totally serious.
Entering and exiting
I didn't know
TM.
that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
Yeah,
the introduction
so-
of the Arcwing has
That's
ballooned
amazing.
its scope even further
Yeah.
than it already was.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's gonna be
So.
awesome.
What a beautiful design.
Yeah.
That's so
totally.
cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty absurd and
So-
insane and
Yeah,
beautiful.
really excited.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So
It
they
should be a
did, they
pretty
did show
amazing-
the sense of scale on Tom's, but how,
Yeah.
how like what is literally the size comparatively to this thing?
See his toenail?
Yeah. Kind of.
I wish
Well, I think you're as tall as like his little anklet joint,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I think that's
Because
what-
if that's a room, and are those like a generator? Like is that one of our generator meshes from like
Yeah.
the Corpus set in
It
his
is,
back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can
You're
kind of
very
get a feel
small.
for it.
So what is he like? 3 or 4
my
stories
God.
tall?
So he's bigger
That's what
than
they said on
Lefantis.
Tom's.
He's bigger than Lefantis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that actually is surprising because I think on the last stream he wasn't that big, but if he is now, that is.
Wow. All right.
It's
Beautiful.
ambitious.
He's big.
It's going to be pretty awesome.
Well, I think that I believe we spoke about like not Shadows of the Colossus, but having bigger boss fights,
Yep.
and people want this, and
Yep.
I'm
It's pretty cool though. Like Tom, like even just when we went to Arcwing, like Tom pretty much embraced that huge environment idea and that fast, like that kind of the big area you kind of you can move around in now. So
All right.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
gonna be awesome.
hopefully it's good.
All right, and speaking of enemies, another question from Unknown99, one of the many. This is question 10, Roman numeral X.
All right, Unknown
Enemies of the
99.
Tenno event was far away now. When can we see the winner submissions in game?
Oh, sorry.
And I think we have the
Hit
Juggernaut
you with the
mesh to show.
A Juggernaut?
So this is the Juggernaut,
Yeah.
the winner of the enemies
turned out pretty
of
awesome.
the Tenno contest. And the prototype is working of his attacks, his spores, and his knockdown. So I'm not sure
Great.
when he's slated to come, but he's looking pretty juggish.
He's he is.
Looking juggish, eh?
Yeah.
So the Juggernaut.
Oh my
That's
god.
That's one of the new infested enemies coming, and he is a tank and a half.
Yeah.
So that'll be that. But do you know when, or is it just still in progress?
I don't know. It's still in progress.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
But it's going to be fun to work on.
yeah.
That's for sure.
Damn.
Quadruped, but massive.
Yeah.
Massive. Massive.
This
Massive.
The
is
design
where all-
turned out
this
awesome.
Is, this is where all your damage is going to go.
Yeah.
You
All right.
Oh,
bring
very
your
cool.
good guns.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bring everything.
Bring everything, all the bullets.
Sword alone, if you can fight him sword alone. But he's not a boss. He's still a typical. He's supposed to be a unit that appears maybe in the frequency of like a.
Sub-boss
ancient
styles,
or-
right?
It's
Yep.
Yep.
boss-ish.
Yep.
Bring your bullets.
Bring your bullets.
Bring your bullets.
All right. So we have our next question from Obliteratus.
Obliteratus?
Rageous? All right.
Obliteratus ruled the Roman Empire from 910
Taking over.
AD.
From
I had Roman
to-
numerals earlier, so
Yeah,
I can.
yeah, all right.
Warframe became very beautiful in terms of visual experience. Would you ever consider making an Arwing or Lizette be able to make quick trips around the orbits of planets? It would not involve controls, if any. It'd be simply for visual beauty of enjoying the view, as Ortis would say. Such flight could take up 1 to 2 minutes.
Oh, like just sort
Like
of
a
like
pleasure cruise.
fly over the,
Yeah, like
the
a
forest.
pleasure
Yep.
cruise control.
Yep.
You should be able to pleasure cruise your Arwing. That'd be kind of neat.
Yep.
I suppose it works in each context, Arwing or Lizette.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess that they're going to be combatless Arwing missions.
I think
nice
the level artist would say thank you very much.
Exactly, yeah, I was gonna
But
say that, yeah.
most of those things are kind of optimized for the sort of on
Down.
foot.
right?
Yeah.
But
But
there is really cool stuff that Arwing has grown with, and I think something like that would be really cool in the future. I'm excited about having like an exploration mode for Arwing,
Yeah.
and kind of looking for old Orokin stuff, and just kind of going off and just kind of being more casual, just
Yep.
touring. So I think that's a really cool question. Are we showing
Is it-
anything? Did Dave give you anything?
I don't think he did.
Dave let us down.
Dave,
Dave,
let us
no,
down.
he didn't. That's not nice.
I don't know what the segue is.
One job.
I don't
Are we
wanna-
segueing right now?
I want to segue.
Oh,
Go
okay.
for it.
Are we segueing?
What else could make the
Scott-
game look awesome?
Oh,
Are we going there?
What
already?
else could make the game look awesome?
what else could
Steve?
make this is going to be the nerdiest
we-
answer to that question
I
you
love
could
it.
ever
I
want.
love
It's
it.
not like everyone
I
gets
sat there
gold.
today and I was like,
it's
Yeah, it
the
looks so
coolest
good.
and most sophisticated answer to this question.
Come on.
Your
Please.
attitude towards
Yes.
this rendering stuff
I don't have
is
an attitude
really,
toward
yeah, you
it. I
just
do
giving me
not.
an attitude about it.
I do not.
Well,
It's like,
Well,
Well,
yeah, I can show that
better
now.
Can you?
warm
Yeah.
up your-
I can show that. I can
Is that
show
a PBR beer?
yes.
Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Peanut butter and
Is
what?
that a PBR beer or Pabst Blue Ribbon? Or are you going to show us some PBR?
So that was your segue?
Jesus, she planned this.
All right, you win.
Right.
It's your birthday today. It's your birthday
Please.
today.
So because we're not used to working on games that last this long, we are going to redo a whole bunch of the rendering and art for it. Yes. So I will show you some
Make
of
it
the work.
look even better.
Yes, we're going to do it in a way that still runs on DirectX 9, and I'll just show you some very small examples
man.
of this.
Oh man, so
it's pretty cool.
I'll go over here to the machine.
good. Go, Steve.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Close up,
Wow.
ultra close up
That
of you
game
drinking
does-
beer.
that
Yes, it
looks-
is pretty neat.
That game looks.
Apple juice.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is just beginning to happen, but this is a horrible test room, and this is some of the first assets we've been making with physically based rendering, which is a hot new topic. And the really cool thing is we've run these physically based rendering tests on like
going to get
8 or
pizza.
9-year-old radions and things like that. So
Okay.
if you are looking at this and thinking,
thinking, oh God,
my
my
PC will
machine."
never
Yep.
run this, we're being very cognizant of that to make this run as optimally as possible. So
Okay.
here we have, actually, and I think these are, unfortunately, the reveal of weapons and stuff that hadn't really been shown yet.
Even
Is that
better.
true, Scott?
Even better.
Yeah, some of these weapons are
I didn't know what
is it- is it
Arcwing, that thing in the middle.
Arcwing new
God.
Arcwing weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
Arcwing weapons.
Okay. So this is our amazing test matrix.
Why is concrete?
Sorry.
Why is concrete kind of off center?
So you've got the sad text.
Does that upset you that it's this angled like
I
that?
don't know why. It's just like, why is that? Anyway, go ahead.
Right.
What I was doing.
Well, so the thing with physically based rendering is not that it really takes artistic control away, but it puts everything within a very specific limit so that lighting works better. So reflections and lighting improve when you implement some of these techniques. So that's the main thing. It's really empowering the artist to make something that works better in all lighting conditions. So this is what Sheldon was most excited about.
Yep.
This is an Arcwing hammer. That extends out when you deploy it and smash with it, and it has these nasty spikes on the end right over here.
Oh my god.
Tenderizer.
Yeah, a tenderizer. Just totally tenderize.
And right, so we don't have anything environment-wise yet to show for the PBR. If you're wondering why, I'm just going to show you weapons. So Kerry and his team have been kind of blazing the trail for it. So we have this grenade launcher as well. This is an upcoming customization sneak peek as well that I kind of wanted to show with this stuff. And you can see that the material separation is a lot better than what we've had in the past. This is kind of a plastic. This is a very sort of old dull metal, and then you have down here that sort of very shiny kind of chrome look to it. And all of this goes within one material, which is very cool. This is kind of a railgun thing. This is a conversion of the infested Quanta. So this is a very familiar object I think Warframe players are used to shooting off.
That's a corpus helmet.
This is a corpus helmet.
But you can.
And so,
This
wait,
is
what do you want me to do?
No, it's just a great. It's great.
It's a good
to show the
example.
whole-
There's a
Yeah.
good contrast.
Wait, is
yeah.
that before and after?
This is before and after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
So-
you appreciate it.
Now you get it.
I appreciate
Oh,
it.
now do you like it? So this is kind of our Blinn Fong model with a little bit of the cube map. So part of doing this PBR is we build these reflection probes in the rooms now,
Oh, cool.
which is important so that you can get an approximation of reflections, but do it at a very high efficiency so that an old DX9 card will be able to render that from a cube map very easily.
Okay.
So this is way cheaper than even our local reflections and all our goofy stuff that we have.
God.
So this is our Blinn Fong. You have a very tight highlight like this, and then you have a little bit of, you can probably see the little bit of that.
Yep.
I'm pointing with my finger, which is very unsuccessful. You can see a bit of that reflection kind of going as you go. But when you do the PBR and you use the roughness techniques with the GGX specular, you get a very bright and very soft fall off on the reflection
Oh my God, it's
highlights.
gorgeous.
And you just get a much more. I mean, it looks like metal now.
Yeah. Is this
especially
going to be
with-
applied to all the Warframes?
Just to say, responding to the chat, this will work on your DX9 card, right?
This works on DX9. In fact, I'm running a DX9. If you can see up here,
Yep.
I think it says right here, release Windows x64 DX9, right there where I'm
DX9.
wiggling the mouse. You probably won't be able to see that depending on your stream resolution,
Yep.
but this is all DX9. And in fact,
You'll be
like
able to
3
run.
weeks ago, Glenn got like a 9-year-old AMD Radeon card because we had some shadow bug with it. And I said, hey, while you have that installed,
Try
load
this.
up PBR. And he's like, 60 FPS. I'm like, all right, let's keep going.
Wow.
Awesome. Awesome.
Definitely, this is
love the
something
name
I think a lot of
PBR.
people are going to enjoy. And
me
this is going to
hungry.
be a
Oh
visual,
my God, I love it.
a gradual visual refresh.
So
looking it
basically,
up?
over time, we can apply this on
Shader
texture
exhibit.
basis.
Over time, we're going to be upgrading the whole game with this.
Awesome.
So what I'm most excited about, though, which Warframe players I think have been asking for a long time, is how the surfaces respond to their customizations that they have, because personalizing their weapons super important. So I'm gonna hack this to bits right now, and Carrie will be crying as I do this.
Don't
but
cry, Carrie.
You're going to Pabloize it?
I'm going to Pabloize it. I'm going to show you how tinting works, and I want you to pay attention basically to how the metals tint, which is really exciting, I think, for me. So I'm going to make this the really bright metal surfaces be kind of a gold, which I think is a very sort of popular, maybe a copper kind of color.
Crap.
And then you can see the gleam feel of that gold has been preserved, and that's just whatever color I have in my color palette.
Golden
Oh,
tenderizers.
now Rebecca.
Golden tenderizers.
Alad V is having a
Yeah, and you can see that the reflections from the PBR really have a nice zing to them, and they feel a lot more alive.
Oh yeah.
And then
When is the shipping? Is it like an
over
these
time.
materials are going to ship it. Some of these, there's going to be some PBR materials in 15 actually.
Okay, but it's going to be gradual ultimately?
Because it's every material in the game we have to touch.
Yeah.
So we're still kind of working out with Mickey if the next Warframe is going to get this and how that's going to go, because it's really a lot of kind of retraining and relearning.
Oh, there we go.
So even the sort of intended old plastics still really retain their character. Even when you are multiplying by really dark colors, you're still getting a lot of internal surface detail and blah blah blah. And I'll probably I could talk about this for a long time, but it's super
We'll bring you back
boring.
because we just got a delivery during the stream, so I need you back here. Because something very
This
special
is-
just happened.
This is amazing.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, it's
Do
crazy.
you want me to show sigils now, or do you want me to wait till after?
We have a few more questions to get to, I think, before
Okay.
you go there.
All right.
The what?
All right.
But they
Back
do
and
kind
forth.
of relate.
This is the new.
Oh my
know.
god.
Usually it's
Yeah.
there and done.
You kind of sounded like those infomercial people.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Oh, wow, this is really versatile. Like you had like that total enthusiastic.
I'm too enthusiastic about it.
Is this from Lord Oda?
Yep. What happened?
What is
We
this?
got a grass and leaves delivery, a live stream food delivery of a grass and leaves pizza
Hilarious.
for the
That
vegan of
is
the group.
amazing. Oh my
And
How did this happen?
I believe this
right
is
now.
a delivery from Lord. Is it from Lord Oda?
It's Lauren, right?
Yeah.
We got it. Is it?
Yeah.
How do you?
This is the first time we've ever been
We've
had
we've been
food
ambushed.
delivered
We've
while
had
we're
it-
live.
midstream
Midstream pizza delivery. Oh man.
Oh my god, I'm gonna take a picture of my pizza.
I'm gonna eat a bite.
I'm not going to eat on the stream. I'm just going to drink, and then I'll eat after.
I'm gonna put the
But thank you
sword-
very
That's
much.
amazing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh wow.
You can't eat it now. I've claimed it. If you guys can't touch my pizza.
Wow.
That's why I claimed it.
Wow, delicious.
And it's stone.
Is
This
that
is
like
my
it
favorite.
smells-
That's
smells
basically your
really
favorite
good.
food.
This is my favorite food.
Yeah.
All right.
I could.
It's
I
distracting
have
because it
a
smells really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, Sheldon's a chomper when he eats too.
I know.
Yeah, sorry about
This isn't
this.
Might
like,
have to turn his mic
yeah, I
off.
think.
Thank you for the pizza.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
That is the best ever.
Time for platinum.
Time for black.
Time for black.
All right, and then we're talking about Endgame and Mastery, so get ready.
Oh no.
All right, here we go.
this is good.
Winner is Fiberboard, spelt exactly as it sounds. Fiber, F-I-B-R-E-B-O-A-R-D. Fiberboard, you've won 1,000 platinum message or Twitch page with your Xbox gamer tag, PSN ID, or PC alias,
Really good.
and you will,
All right, congratulations on
you will
winning
get
plat.
1,000 platinum.
I think I saw someone
smells really
say
good.
they've watched every dev stream and they still haven't won plat yet.
Oh, well, maybe your Fiberboard. Was
Yep.
it Fiberboard that said
How
that?
many have we had? Like 38?
38. This is number
It was
38.
not Fiberboard.
38.
38.
It's madness.
I know. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's madness.
here we are.
we
Another
are.
stream, another. But we should still talk about Endgame and Mastery because I think we've been talking about those since stream 1. So,
No, we haven't.
I know.
Maybe
Uh,
stream 10 though.
Maybe stream 10. So I guess we'll start with a question that's a little more broad about Endgame from Decipher. I'm wondering, what do the developers
Sheldon, do you want to answer
consider
this question?
Endgame content? Excuse me.
Sorry.
What? I didn't
Give me
hear
the sword.
question.
You're not allowed to hold that anymore.
I like that he's got it over his shoulder while he's eating pizza.
Disgusting.
That's very Devil May Cry. That's a very Devil May Cry thing.
my God.
Sword over the hand, pizza in the lap.
The
Was that
question is
3 that
broad.
started with that?
Yes. Yes.
May I continue?
Sorry, Rebecca.
What?
After you.
Decipher asks, I'm wondering, what do the developers consider endgame content in the grand scheme of things? So let's start by talking about what do we think endgame content is, and then we can talk about our current project updates on what we've talked about.
Content for the end game player.
Yeah, what is endgame content in the grand scheme of things?
Well,
Go, Steve.
And this is the perfect time to eat pizza.
If I wasn't eating pizza, I'd answer this question for sure.
Wow.
Well, end game content. What is that? I guess for I guess for us it's hard to answer because we're always adding to the game. Like
Yep.
even systems that low level players will enjoy, rather than hey, this is only a system for very high-end players to enjoy.
I thought Endgame was just being on the
you go ahead.
forums
You wanna-
blasting us for not having no Endgame.
Honestly,
I thought
for a
that was the
while it
actual
was.
Endgame.
like even we talk about focus, right, as being end game content, but that's something that someone who's got their first Warframe 230 could start enjoying, even though it's like they're enjoying it after their first Warframe, and a guy who's at Mastery Rank 17 is also enjoying that same system.
Yep.
So I think we're trying to avoid necessarily just saying that this is only exclusive for 1,000+ hour players to the game.
Yep.
Like Focus, I think, is a really good system to talk about that. Obviously, we haven't talked a ton about what that's going to be, but
Yep.
we have some ideas. But the idea is, once you've hit that 30 cap, if that's your favorite frame, you can still have a progression beyond what the
Yep.
level cap is. So
Do you think sigils are relevant to this?
sigils
was- yeah.
sigils
Because
quests?
We can send you back over there.
Yeah, I think we have to send Steve back over.
Sorry.
but
It was
no,
a
I
good
thi-
segue.
I keep changing my
And I
mind about
wasn't
that.
saying it as a segue. I'm just thinking like that. That's the way
It
I
is
think
definitely,
of it,
but
right?
I think like Arwing is something that we're adding to the game. That's
Yep.
something new. That's a whole different way to play Warframe.
Totally,
That
yeah.
is not necessarily what we consider endgame. It's just more game, and I think
Yep.
that's the way we
Do you
look
build
at
the
the
tower
game.
up or do you build the complex wide?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's both.
Yep.
So
The developer.
I
I think the
we're
Endgame
not-
and other games are epic gear that you can't get unless you've done the prerequisites. They're PvP or
But-
realm versus realm or world versus world. I mean, it means it's. I think it's. We're trying to
Yeah.
figure out what it is for us.
We've got a lot of different systems in play right now, right?
Yep.
The sigil is going to be one.
Yep.
Void Trader,
Yep.
a way to use your prime gear to get exclusive gear. I mean,
Yep.
there's tons
Yeah,
of
like
stuff.
people
right?
are treating the Void right now as endgame and
Yep.
and grinding on those really tier 4 endgame, trying to get those really hard to get parts, and
Yep.
and obviously taking that and selling them off for platinum and whatever
Yep.
else. But that's one way. PvP is another. Arwing's going to be added, so that's going to be a whole different realm for them to go explore and play,
Yep.
rather than just playing the same stuff over and over and over. This will be a whole different system for them to go check out and play. Focus when we do finally add it and come to a consensus of what that actually is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you should show.
I think
I'm trying not to slur my speech because I've had too much beer, but you should
I
show
think
sigils.
I think it's,
She sells seashells by the seashore. Oops.
I think it's really relevant because endgame is often associated, or not often, but it can be associated with mastery
Yeah.
rank as well because there's really, it always comes back to this. Your mastery rank gives you the following. You can do more trades per day, you can
Yep.
deploy more drones, you can use
Yep.
different gear up to a certain level, and then there's nothing like 15 plus at this time. And
Sigils.
And now there is always emphasis on make it mean more. It already means a bit, and the amount of loadouts you can have as well is affected by mastery rank, which I actually just found out kind of recently. Like if you're starting frame, you can't make many loadouts, but if you're mastery rank,
Can.
it's like 14 or 15 or 17.
Again, that's something we continue to add to. So
Yeah.
Yep.
in a year from now, that could be completely different of what
Absolutely.
it actually
Totally.
means now to be mastery rank 17 versus a mastery rank 1.
Yeah. I think a lot of the questions are coming from the nows today, though. Like what do I do now with mastery rank 17th? And that's always going to be a front of development that needs to be on the conscious mind.
Wait till you see mastery rank 18.
Oh, I know, right? It's not possible yet. There's not enough XP in the game. But sigils, I've heard you say 2
Glenn's
times
on the
now.
edge of it. Yep.
Yep.
Can you show us?
I think for people that are frustrated with us about the end game, I think we share that frustration, but it's a search for what is going to be what works for us. And we've tried a few things, and we've tried. We have dark sectors that is working for some people and not working for everyone. The reason we don't go, here's what it is because generally speaking, the suggestions are copy game X or Y, and then a massive argument breaks out because X and Y doesn't work for person A or B or C.
Right.
So the reason Focus isn't done is because ideally it's unique and interesting and very specific to Warframe as a great endgame. So
Right. And how many iterations has it gone through to not just be power creep or
It
not
is-
just be obsolescence of everything else? Like,
many. But I mean, obviously we know the end game means what do I do when everything's maxed? Like, I
Right.
mean, if we're looking for dictionary definitions, we know what that is. Do we have the amazing answer that's super easy for us to turn out? No, but we're adding depth to the game, like Scott says.
I think that's
Arwing, I think, is going to be very exciting for end game players because it's a whole new way to play the game. So
Whole new set of skills to learn.
diversify the game as well versus just here's another item grind, which is what a lot of games do, or here's a PvP grind that you may not be interested in. So.
But for them as a player, if they've identified with themselves as a Tenno or the world, they're immersed. What is the sigils thing, and how does it play into moving forward, mastery rank value, lore, and general ownership of you as a Tenno?
Right.
If you'd like to grab a pizza,
You want me to segue?
I'm sending you.
You should show sigils. I can't say show
go over there
sigils.
so we can eat pizza, would you?
All right. I better go over there so I don't get another beer.
Yeah.
She sells sigils by the seashore. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's get out of this.
Someone asking, show us Arwing, please. The weapons on there are part of the Arwing thing. So
These are the Arwing weapons.
yeah. It's bigger than Nova. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they're not small.
They're not playing around.
And that extends, right? That.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. It pops out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's bigger than a Warframe.
Yeah.
It's a bigger than a Warframe.
It's a bigger than a Warframe.
I'm Jar Jar Binks. Turned into. It's a bigger than
Can you pass me the sword?
Misa.
Can you radial disarm him?
No, I'm keeping the sword.
Radial disarm.
I'm gonna lose an eye sitting next to
I
Sheldon,
know.
I think.
All right. So sigils.
Yeah, I have to dodge the questions about how endgamey is sigils. To be honest with you.
That's okay.
It's another way. It's another thing.
Yeah, I don't think
it's-
sigils are
yeah.
necessarily endgame.
I don't think so
There's
either.
an endgame element to them where
There is
there's
an endgame.
very
I think it's-
high-end
yeah.
sigils.
Yeah.
But I think this is something that we also want
Yeah.
fairly new players in the game to participate in.
Totally.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I won't go too crazy into some of the end game stuff about it on the stream because it's very volatile right now.
Okay.
But I will show them because I think they look cool.
We do.
I got my Nova here, hanging out my ship, crafting some stuff someday. Okay, so, right. Maybe I'll just show some.
Yeah.
Okay, let's show.
Oh, I can't tell what they are.
I love the icons.
Yeah, these are
Ammo
plate.
boxes.
Does that say spank? Oh, spark.
Spank sigil.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Does not say-
Wow,
Does
interesting.
not say so.
Oh, look at that.
So sigils are the next form of customization in Warframe, and I think that what excites me most about this form of customization is that they conform to the mesh of the Warframe, and they take the creases and the shape of the Warframe much more so than tacking on other stuff.
Yep.
So. This is the Spark Sigil. Has all this energy running through it, and I can customize the color of it, and I can rotate it, and I can scale it around and do cool stuff and make Nova look awesome. Let's see here.
wow.
I can move it up and down and put it wherever I think looks cool.
You have all that platinum and you haven't unlocked that color palette?
I haven't yet.
He's frugal. He's
saving
waiting
it.
for the right.
I'm saving,
Saving it up, you've got to
saving it.
Yeah, some slots.
Yeah, and then let me just see here. I've got recently using here, and you can put one on your back as well. And what was I doing? I think she looked really cool with the. Oh yeah, I thought this looked pretty cool.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
And yeah, there are going to be a ton of these in the game that are require a certain type of quests and require chain quests to get in the game, which I think will give people some interesting things to kind of shoot for and strive for.
Can you give an example of that and how this is going to affect gameplay choices and how earning these is essentially what you just said, quest based?
Yes, I can. I can. It is. They're arranged in a hierarchy. I mean, all of this is subject to change.
Okay.
But there's a new faction coming. That's the Arbiters of Hexus, which want to see the Tenno kind of return to the old war martial prowess, and they will give you. They will give you sigils if you do specific tasks for them. So you build up a reputation with them. and then they will say, well, if you want to get this really cool, I mean, this is an energy sigil that I have on the Spark sigil, which looks really cool. If you want to get this kind of customization, then you need to first get this one, and while you're wearing that sigil, go and perform this specific task, like beat Lephantis with only melee weapons, or do things that force a
lots of
player who
air
might have
melee.
just milked the game for all the weapons and not ever really focused on one. We're going to say, with this, like Clue, do
right.
this and this task, and then we will award you with this next thing. Much respect to you. You're an amazing tenno.
So these are earned through playing the game.
These are earned through playing the game. Yes.
So this is customization that the players can earn through playing the game.
Completing challenges.
Correct.
So you're saying this is through playing the game.
So this is
through playing the
customization.
game.
The game, you play it?
Yes.
But I mean,
I just see a lot of chat going by, going, "Oh, great,
Yeah.
another platinum
Yeah,
set."
totally.
Yeah, but it's
This
not a
is
platinum.
Nothing to do
No.
with
This is
platinum.
this is customization.
this is reward
in
for
the
playing the game in
Right.
specific ways and building up your reputation with
Yes.
the arbiters and having them approve of your abilities. So the great thing, at least visually for me, is if I take Nova, who's a female frame, quite small, and I can rig up Rhino, who's obviously quite large, and I can get him rocking. And of course, it all just sort of works on him, right? Actually, this, maybe I'll show that.
The Grandmaster.
Yes.
What's the grim?
So yeah, this one's cool. And then, I can kind of customize my dude and make it, huge on me so that I can be a total boss.
Holy.
So I think, that's kind of it. It takes, this particular sigil is cool because it's two-tone. It takes the color of the sigil, but it also respects the energy color that I have set up as well.
Oh my god.
So
He's that furnace.
yeah, he's
The Rhino furnace.
He's burning on the inside.
So it would be like, if Geoff has some crazy sigil that I've seen, he's going to say, well, I first had to get this sigil.
Yep.
That's the cool
completing
thing
this
about it,
challenge,
totally.
and because I completed this challenge, that opened up the idea that I could, kill a Phantos with melee.
I
only.
like that you can convey it through player stories.
Right. I
that
can see
can
you in
it
the
on-
game and
when
see that
there's
you're
hubs
going
in the
for
game.
something,
Totally,
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Will there be a
Because you have
Lotus
to wear
sigil?
the previous sigil potentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to, which is sort of the declaration of intent. So
Yep.
you would see someone hopefully in the hubs, and you would
Yep.
say, "Wow, I guess you're waiting for the stalker because you're wearing the storm sigil." Yeah, man, I really want to get that crazy one that he has.
Right. So wearing the storm sigil while killing the stalker unlocks the
That's right.
something sigil. Cool.
Wow, so it's going to basically span all these different milestones.
So sort of a tree rather than just
Right.
like an achievement system to grind or something.
Right.
It's cool.
There's conditions that you have to meet.
Right, and
Can they hear my Steve? No. Did your battery die?
I don't know. Battery dead. Is it on? Yeah. No. No.
fix the mic, Steve's mic died.
You good?
Okay.
Oh, it was Warren, everyone.
Oh, Jeff.
Warren decided to unplug Steve. He had enough of this
Yeah.
shit talking.
He had enough of this.
We have to
Yeah.
repeat the last
Are these
20
going to be
minutes.
related to
So
mastery?
start again
rank?
about sigils. Can you start at the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah.
This one is actually a mastery sigil. Good question.
So mastery rank will.
Maybe I should actually decide here.
Oh, Steve. Warren's giving the 1 second.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, you're good.
Yeah. So this is actually a mastery sigil that changes every time my mastery. There's unique art for every level of mastery.
Yep.
So if you want to brag about how your mastery level, then
wear a
yeah,
mastery
this would be the one to wear on your dude.
Very cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is pretty boss.
You know?
Wow, that looks freaking awesome. People are going to say you're doing a Rhino tramp stamp, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't want to say
Rhino
try.
needs it.
I was gonna
Say
show
tramp?
that, but I switched from
Rhino
female
needs
to
a
male
tramp
to avoid any
To
kind of.
avoid,
Are you trying to say men can't have tramp stamps?
They definitely can.
Scott begs to differ.
And they do now.
Beg to differ, indeed. That's awesome. Okay, well, I guess 2 questions. You mentioned 2 things, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm afraid I'm going to. You mentioned you're hoping that as people are in hubs together, they'll kind of see each other's sigils.
I just want to show up my Grandmaster one.
Yep. Everyone will have a
look at
story,
them.
really.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my god, that looks awesome.
God damn.
Damn.
A Rhino stamp.
That looks
I love it.
That looks
I
great.
love that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That
I
looks,
love that you have Ember.
Is that the PBR for the gold? Or, oh,
That's for me right there.
No.
that is beautiful.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Hubs when.
Hubs when? That's my follow-up question really, is if you want... Yeah. Oh my god, his eyes just exploded. Whenever they work?
Yep. Yeah, they're working. It's just we're working on the content. We're building
Yeah,
the
we're trying to make
spaces
it
for
cool.
them.
Right.
It's
Pretty ambitious to put hubs and Arwing in the same update. But
Yeah, I
It
mean
is,
that's the kind
yeah.
of problem we're facing. I think is how much are we going to put in, which affects quality and stability and all that other.
It's
stuff.
October 3rd,
Yep.
before the end of the year.
Yep. Yep.
okay,
Absolutely.
I like it.
We're always trying to cram more
Yes.
into the
Crammy, crammy,
game.
crammy.
We get as much as
and
we can. We will.
The
we'll get
cranberries.
there. 2 months, we'll get there. Zombie.
Exactly.
Are you?
90s music.
90s
Music, I'm here.
Why is Frost Prime... Did your Frost Prime get captured?
Yeah.
Oh, Steve.
Yeah. My Frost Prime is captured right now. Yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
Very
All right.
cool.
Yep.
I think we have a bit more to talk about still, if you guys don't mind. We
The
did
pizza
start a
smells really good.
Oh, the
Have
pizza
some pizza.
smells
I'll move
great.
mine.
That
No,
first
I'm gonna
slice
wait.
was
I'm
amazing.
gonna be polite and wait till we're done.
Oh, are you saying I was
Lauren.
rude?
You're
Oh
very
my
rude.
God.
But it's your birthday, so you're allowed to do that.
But now your piece is cold. You're one.
Sheldon
and only
was incredibly rude.
Yeah, Sheldon is...
Actually, Rebecca had a slice too.
It's her birthday.
We don't
What's
know
that
right
mean?
now if all the
Actually, it was-
Warframes will be updated to PBR. I see that question a few times.
Well, what about... Do we know if we're going to give away 1,000 platinum?
We should give away 1,000 platinum.
Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Winner is Arbither. Arbiter of Hexes, perhaps, but Arbither, A-R-B-I-T-H-E-R. Arbither, you've won 1,000 platinum. Message our Twitch page with your in-game alias, PSN
job,
ID, or
Arbither.
your Xbox Live gamer tag, and we will hook you up. So thank you.
I'm gonna take that sword from you.
Take the sword away.
I'm going to
Take
take
it
the gun
away.
off your desk. That's what I'm next time.
One question we should return to as well, from Pokey King. In your eyes, is each Warframe a character, or is it one Tenno that can wear multiple frames? If it's the second, how do you explain the instant sex change that occurs when a new frame is equipped?
Steve.
If you have a good lawyer, you could say overruled,
Plead the fifth.
I think we
fifth.
should plead the fifth right now.
Yeah.
whatever you want. We're not even in the States.
Yeah.
doesn't apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
plead the fifth. Let's
Pull
plead
the
the
plug.
fifth. Yeah. Game over. Good night.
Let's sing happy birthday again so Dean shuts the camera.
No.
There's WWE figures above Rebecca's head. Look at those. Look at those.
I mean, without
It's a good question, though.
It's a very good question.
It's a really good question.
We have an answer to that question. We don't know if it's a very good answer to that question.
But we have.
But
Well, we have one.
we've always had an evasive answer to that question, and I think since the game is getting on in time, I think we'll be answering that question pretty soon, or at least
Steve's been talking about the real.
The real answer.
I've been talking about the real answer for quite a while.
Oh my god.
So,
I think there's one more asset
Yep.
that you have.
and
Actually.
I've seen people guessing the answer. Actually,
Yeah.
I've seen some
Yep.
theories that are really
Yep.
damn close. Not totally on though, but I think that's part of adding more lore to the game. I saw people saying, "When are we going to get more lore?" And I'm talking about the arbiters and the sigils and that sort of thing. And I'm totally with you. I say this every stream. We need to do more that way, but we're going to add some.
A lot of people are asking how the Arwing is going to be integrated into the Lisette,
Yep.
and I believe.
Well,
yeah.
I brought a really quick screenshot. I know Matt will be cringing that I'm showing because it was just a sketch, but I thought it looked really cool. Somewhere in the orbiter.
That's. Yeah, that's.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how's that going to work?
How's that going to work? I'm actually not going to tell you. That's a surprise.
All right. And
But I
is-
just wanted to say, like, we don't have that cutscene, but
I know, I was actually just going to ask you about that today,
but
about when we're going to.
When Ortis says, "Oh, you know, like what a mess! They've made a mess of the orbiter compartment." The Lisette actually has like a
it docks to
it docks to this
Yeah.
other object, and that's what you walk down into. That's
Yeah.
not the Lisette that you're walking down into. You're walking into what Ortis calls the orbiter compartment.
Yep.
And like that great show, Lost in Space, that high quality science fiction show,
Danger.
Lost in Space.
High quality.
No, not Lost in Space. What's the one where it's the domes? And
are you going to make our players
every week,
guess the
I
trivia
know they
again?
keep up that.
Trivia.
Domes? Wait.
and
Domes?
so it's domes.
Yep.
And every week the character would go to a new dome in this giant ship, and there would be new people there, new cultures,
First we had
new
Gungrave,
problems.
now we have...
It's not Lost in Space. It is.
How old is the show?
The 70s era.
Jesus
70s,
Christ.
80s.
So before Rebecca,
Rebecca
was born.
wasn't even born.
I don't think it's 1999. No, it's not Space Jam. You're close. I think Space Team 1999 takes place in the moon. This is not the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Biodome? No, that's a Pauly Shore movie.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying
Space
Sequest.
Quest?
It's not Quest?
It is Space.
It's Space 1999.
Space 1999.
Remember the intro? It was all just domes,
Dune?
all connected by pipes.
I'm checking right now.
Yeah. It's not Dune.
No.
Not Dune.
Futurama.
It really has
Futurama.
The Scar-
Futurama. Very good. Not Dune.
it really looks like it's Space 1999
Show me
according to
that.
Google.
Show me. No, it's not. No.
Are you sure?
Yep, totally sure. It's not that.
Cube, Doctor Who,
I think
Babylon,
Space Jam's the best answer. though.
It might be Space Jam.
Black Hole, Zone Riders,
Black Hole was the movie.
Sea Lab 2021.
No,
Space
not Sea Lab.
Oddity,
What year is it from, Steve?
Star Lost, Sea Lab.
Not Warframe Gender. That's not the
Lab.
correct answer.
Space movies from
We're gonna have
the
to
late 70s.
It's a show or a movie?
Space Lab?
Battlestar Galactica.
Space Lab.
Maybe they only showed this
What the
in
hell
Northern
did you
Ontario.
watch as a kid?
Yeah, I'm.
We had one channel.
Yes, you did.
We had TV Ontario.
It's actually some obscure Canadian show.
It has almost no relevance to what,
Yeah.
what the point I was trying to make.
The Lilith
All I'm
Hobo's
saying
on
is that there's parts in the player ship that are going to be unlocked in U15.
Okay.
And that is a sneak peek. Bam.
Well, thank you.
Bam.
The Jetsons. No, it wasn't animated.
Why not? That'll be
wasn't
amazing.
Farscape.
Can we talk a bit from Novelty Heroes question? As the owner of the Kubro Mega Thread feedback, I'm extremely happy for this revision Devstream. My question lies on, will the pet system see some improvements for our depth of connection to the little pups? And are we going to see more pets?
I think the answer to that is yes.
Okay.
Depth.
Can we look
like
up
the
Star
acting.
Lost?
Star Lost.
Can we look up Star
You
Lost?
can-
It's driving you crazy
No,
now.
that actually is a great thread. I should say that.
The threat?
looked
Oh,
at the thread.
thread?
Oh,
Yeah.
thread.
Thread
I think
itself
Are you using
is
Bing?
great.
this is the
I
default
reference
search.
it.
It is Star. It has to be Star Lost.
Show me a picture of Star Lost.
Hey, Scotty.
That's it! Star Lost!
There you go.
Who got Star Lost?
I don't know, but Star Lost.
That was it.
Scott. We binged it.
There you go.
You binged it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's excellent. Oh, you're getting some brouhaha.
Everyone watch Star Lost. It's such an
Lost.
underappreciated.
I said Star
Yes.
Lost, said Zach Key in
Yeah.
all caps. Star Lost was the correct answer.
Star Lost is correct.
I just imagine the soundtrack to it.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything about it is so bad.
Thanks, buddy.
Was it Canadian? Someone's saying Canadian TV. Maybe it
Maybe
was.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was Canadian. Oh no, I think it was BBC that we imported.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So we had a question of, are we going to see civilians anytime soon again, like the Red Veil and all those?
There is something coming that
Oh.
represents
Like in what way?
peoples.
Oh, something that represents people. I like it.
Are we talking about the trader guy?
Yeah, the
Oh.
hub trader guy.
He already
Which
outed it.
But
Yeah.
I thought we were
guy
gonna have
over
different
there.
helmets though to represent different.
Yeah, I mean they're
Like,
says you.
they're a group of dudes.
Yeah.
Yep. They aren't really civilians though. They're pretty
They're not,
they're
no.
pretty crazy, wacky people.
Oh, really? So they're
Yeah.
traders
Oh,
of it too.
You know, we should have had concept art for that. That would have been cool.
Oh yeah, we should.
We do have a concept for that.
Yeah, next time.
Next time.
I do think civilians though would be a good way to ground the universe of Warframe,
Absolutely.
like to make it a bit more relatable.
And I think it would
So-
add a little bit of weight to your actions as well.
Yeah.
Star Lost was Canadian.
Amazing.
Steve watched them all.
So you do.
All the
Steve was standing
all the fictional problems in Warframe are because I watched Star Lost as a kid. That's the problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I won't blame BBC. I'm sorry. I'm
There-
sorry.
take it.
If someone from the UK is watching, it would have been much better.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
probably
bit.
right. BBC is pretty good TV.
Yep.
All right. The question was just about civilian and other, you know.
Yep. We are working on characters that aren't just targets. We're not working on like a kid with a teddy bear, but we are working.
You've referenced the kid with the teddy bear a lot. You kind of go to that.
That's my go-to.
As-
It's from Star Lost. They had a kid with a teddy bear
No,
on
they
the
did.
Watch
episode.
this now. That's awesome.
All right. Star Lost Marathon coming
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, we
live
do
stream.
need to do that. We do need to flesh it out. It's interesting. Yep.
That's all right. All right. I'm
As
just
soon as the
wait-
PBR is done, we'll do some lore for the game. I swear.
All right, so we had a few people asking about that. I don't even know. Is that a joke because it's never going to be done?
No, we'll do it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we're absolutely doing it.
There should be a kid with a teddy bear in the hub, Nod, says
Rebecca?
Chad. Yes.
Who made this?
Archiehead.
Okay. I just want to make sure it was.
Arky head?
Arky
People are
head.
asking
Yeah, there
about
you
it.
go.
People are asking about it.
Archiehead made that.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
It is the best thing
Yeah.
ever.
Isn't there a GIF of you opening this?
I think, well,
There
I don't
is
know if
a
there's
GIF,
a
yeah.
GIF.
At least 1,000 GIFs of that.
At least I hope so. All right.
Yeah, we met him at Gamescom. He made
Yeah.
he made the gun
That's
replica as
great,
well.
which
Oh,
is
yeah.
over
That's
there.
really great. Yep.
Yep.
In
Amazing.
2 pieces still because I have to glue it together. But
Yep.
I mean, it made it over the border.
It made it over the border.
which is
It
surprising.
suffered a few injuries, but
Yeah.
otherwise, awesome.
Excellent. All right, I'm trying to get some questions from chat now just to see what's going on. Then
They're all
we'll-
talking about Star Lost now.
They are talking
Star Wars.
about.
Everyone's watching it.
Okay, when is
Don't
Proto
watch
Armor
Star
coming
Lost.
back in the market? Proto Armor was the anniversary armor we did in March,
Yep.
and I'm guessing it's going to go back in March. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, for the
Hopefully.
next anniversary, or maybe when's PS4 anniversary?
November of this year. But they got it. PS4 got it in the March
Oh, they
timeline
did. We
as
gave it to
well.
them. We did give it to them.
But Xbox hasn't, so that's another.
All right.
Yep.
On the anniversary we can think of.
On their anniversary,
On
they
their,
get
well,
Proto.
their anniversary will be later than the
Yeah,
kind of March
we'll
anniversary.
Do it, we'll
so.
do it again for the next anniversary.
Which will be great.
Yep.
And yeah,
Avatars
Xbox
too.
they actually got the hotfix this week that fixed the update issue for people that couldn't do it because of the download speeds versus the file size. It would time out, and we were sorry about that, and it is fixed. So
Yep.
if you restart your game, restart the download, you'll be in Warframe on Xbox, and you can start playing the Arctic. Well, there's 2 things on right now: Cryotic Front and the Avalanche Offensive. So that's on Xbox. Both of those are running.
Cool.
Which is pretty great.
Yep.
24-hour alert happening after the stream for a Catalyst on all platforms.
I saw someone asking about the dagger. I'm embarrassed to say that stance still doesn't have a full combo list.
Oh.
So we have animations ready to hook that up.
Oh,
and
great.
All right.
Fill that
That's
out.
awesome.
So
Well, that sounds good.
That's excellent.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, you should.
it is
be real.
embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
Oh, actually, speaking of.
Yes,
I'm gonna. It's the thought crowd. I know. I'm just like it's. You're
Well,
getting close to-
daggers are right now. There's the current volume and discussions about melee weapons is how daggers are so slow and heavy weapons are.
I think Jay Baker did a pass on fixing that.
Okay.
He reads those threads pretty like he's on them all the time, and he did a pass on the animations because there was a lot of slow dagger anims and all that, and he did kind of go through them again. So
Okay, so there
Hopefully.
might be a animation speed
a
increase.
bit of an overhaul on them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
The heavy melee also.
okay.
Like I
does,
said
yeah.
last
Yeah.
live stream, it needs a look. It needs a DPS look.
Yeah.
Steve was actually beating me over the head with a guillotine, basically taking a level 1 guy and beating him over the head multiple times
With a
Yeah.
freaking gallon.
with a guillotine that's slow as. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely on my list.
Yep. We'll make it awesome.
All right.
We will make it better.
Well, we'll do one more platinum prize because.
Yoink.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's so greasy now. This
Greasy.
That's from Jeff.
Veggie pizza all over.
veggie pizza.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm sure they all believe that.
Fine. All right. We're gonna do one more platinum prize.
Oh,
It's gonna be
Yeah, one more.
Luca
Plan
P99.
downsize is in the works. We're all looking at that. I
Luca
see
P-
that question a
I
lot.
just,
too.
we just
wants
gave
to
away.
win?
Luca P99 won
Luca
1,000
P,
platinum.
yay!
I have to pee too.
Luca P99.
Luca P and I have to pee.
Sheldon
Message our
P.
Twitch page that you're watching right now.
Dad jokes and 90 music.
Give us your in-game alias, your PSN ID, or your Xbox One gamer tag, and we will hook you up. Way to go, Luca P99. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for
for the
playing the
pizza.
game.
Thanks for the
Thanks for the pizza warm.
Thanks
We're
for
working on
watching.
U15. I think it's soon, sadly, right now. But
Careful, be
everyone is
careful,
trying to
careful.
cram as much awesome, cool
Do you
new
want help?
content in
Okay.
there.
There you go.
It's going to have Arwing. What else is going to have? There'll be lots
Our
of
hub's going to be in 15, maybe not.
hubs are really in jeopardy for U15,
Yeah.
but we're going to do our best to see if we can get at least something as
You want to test it, right?
as
You
a,
wanna
as a
get-
test.
Yeah.
We really need to test it because it's very ambitious. But the new Warframe customization coming, tons of new enemies.
A new
New
Warframe.
Warframe.
Oh.
The new
Ooh.
Warframe will be
Couple
coming, which we
Arkwings.
haven't talked about.
A whole bunch of Arkwing
2
weapons.
Arkwings, a whole bunch of Arkwing weapons.
2 ways to play the Arkwing.
2 modes to play.
Yeah, yeah.
Some quests around
Wow.
the Arkwings.
Yep.
Hopefully some lore from me that you will
Get on
like,
it.
and Ryan and Hazel getting in there. It's
love
going to be
it.
a lot of good stuff for you guys.
Well, thank
Definitely some
you.
new
Yep.
quests.
This sounds awesome. I'm
And finally, the end game you've been waiting for.
now.
Radio.
Now.
Whoa.
Are we getting sigils in for? Oh, are you going to pass out? Are sigils making it in for 15?
Yeah, sigils will be in for
Just
15.
eating now.
Yep. So,
Okay. Can you just cut Sheldon out?
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble right now.
Yeah.
do sigils have? Do they affect your stats? No.
Cosmetics and stats is
No.
one thing.
We're at the point right now where you don't want to try that yet. But every time you get, and every time you earn one, you are going to get a reward from the arbiters. So there's still a kind of a utility in seeking them out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. You have a sword. All right. That's a really good sound.
Thanks everybody for watching the stream.
Nom nom nom.
Can you turn off his mic?
Thank you for playing and thank you for
you.
watching this nonsense.
Yes, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
watching
Yeah,
us every
This
time.
one has been
Goodbye.
If you spend an hour and 20 minutes watching this, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
See you guys next week for prime
Thanks for
time.
the pizza. Who sent us the pizza?
Yeah,
Lord
thanks,
Oda,
Lauren.
Lauren.
Thanks, Lauren, for the
Thanks for the
pizza.
pizza.
Oh, it's
Thank
delicious.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rebecca.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers. Bye, guys.